Tight end and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Allen. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Throwing, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. To throw is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Now Allen. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he's got it inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's...
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like white, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. The hood got whack and the shed went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame. Trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of down them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light scan in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like he Tony Hawk grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you living on spine? Bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve. Bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first. Find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt. Funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse. Woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt. 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep. Everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops. Wonder where I been. I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Things I tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level more. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rash. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. Where you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got it all crack when the boy won't learn. Big racked up shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yarn?
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer. You pay fees for my big show. In Ibiza for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She get away. She get away.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. It's Pacheco again. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They motion the tight end over. Pacheco has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. 2nd quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Quick throw left side, complete. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Has it in close. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. This play gives us an excellent opportunity, Brock, to talk about how well he sees the field with the ball in his hands, because that was a big part of that touchdown.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a handoff or gets hauled in on a 30-yard throw. The instincts, that's what it is. Instincts with a capital I. And the best running backs in the game today, they've got to do it as a runner, and they've got to do it as a receiver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Hardman with a return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They are now set for 1st and 10. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. And a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run, Pacheco. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Minnesota spends its second time out here. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. Has a hole left, room to run. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Working quickly here. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good. For Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Hopkinson reels it in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. On play action now, McCarthy. Headed out right. Now he takes it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Pickup of 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
McCarthy throwing here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Reichert on for the point after. The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. The questionable call leads to disaster. This one's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. Into the red zone. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hardman with a return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Byron Murphy picks it. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
They give to Jones, right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Hits him on the out route. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Can't think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. So, 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 31. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And this one is dropped and incomplete. On the pick in his hands. Couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
I think I his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Desperation time here on fourth. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Vikings have it at the 47 following the interception. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it.
It's complete! Oh my, they left it wide open downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll run here with Jones. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Another try for Jones. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings up by 4. So now here's third and goal. Back to throw it. Has it down close. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Now there's 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning. We've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make... flow. Big carbon hit like Mayweather. Tula come through and boa. Got millions out there rap. They hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming. I stole the show. Don't run up on it. She a head case. All she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out of parachute. It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're off from Arrowhead. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. On the move, headed right. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action, Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pacheco hauls it in. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Hits his running back. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the red zone now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
43, 40, 15, 15, 15.
Again, Mahomes to throw. mercy, makes the catch. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Hey, 43, 15. Isaac.
Pacheco. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He's got him. That's Addison. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. On play action now, McCarthy. Behind some, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Vikings trying to make some noise before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Jones. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now third and goal, can't find the end zone either.
McCarthy to throw for it. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Mahomes to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field.
Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it! Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Yellow.
They've got a man in motion.
Attack, attack.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Second down carry for Jones. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Able to find Jones. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Go!
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Hockenson reels it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that will set up first and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
First and goal from the one. From the one. I don't mind throwing it, but that's the one thing you can't have happen.
Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal.
Let's go now.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His third through the air this game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chiefs now within 1 score in the fourth. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Has the connection to Jones. Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Vikings feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give left side to Jones. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Jones reels it in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, running back in the flat.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to throw Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Putting a receiver in motion.
15.
The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
15.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow. 57.
Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings tap the football down inside the 10. They're at their own 9-yard line. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I...
There's a girl in my backyard. I could run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm a for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you wait for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle for my heart in a case. Yeah, it's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. is knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers from the seas that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting there sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium.
Will's record to kick off for the Vikings.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Smith going to go to the air, first play. And got his man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. This 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. On the give here, Charbonnet. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On play action, McCarthy on the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now McCarthy. That is caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now a 2nd and 2. Up the middle, Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Third and 3. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. In motion right is Addison. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are back within a couple of the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and 9 here. Geno now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. To the right side, this is Walker. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. They have nowhere to go with it. They ends up getting the ball stripped.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To the air with McCarthy. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Blair is to kick off for Seattle.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. That one complete to Naylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. McCarthy going to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it, here's McCarthy. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating, because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
He'll find Metcalf. Carter 2 shy of the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Smith and Jigba in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Running right, here's Walker. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead now 5, 11-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering to the field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Again, it's Jones.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here now, 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, that is incomplete. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for two, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less. She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less, say less. Stop the room when you walking. You let your head do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less. That's how I be happy. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, 'cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. label trying to give me feedback. Tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartment. Stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shy. Like women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees. Hanging on palm. Spilling. Code 304. She don't want a 16. Renegade on the make it. Buy a trees. No love. I'm asleep with my Porsche 911. Slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground. Never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas. Face getting ran. Gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky. Came with no random. These sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartment. Stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shy. Like women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broken me, it packed to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartment. Stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shy. Like women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartment. Stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shy. Like women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I only get one life for this. went through. J. Cole said his memes and mills, but I'm the king and adjusted though. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty's better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with a purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I only get one life for
this. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. Britton Covey now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air right away is Hurts. First down throw there is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36. On third down, it's Hurts. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. It's Kamu Grugier-Hill.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
On play action, here's McCarthy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Minnesota.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Again, it's Jones. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Jones. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. That's the end of the first quarter.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns?
Powering forward. He's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return from the end zone, here's Britton Covey. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Open man downfield is Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Hurts again. That's caught. Saquon's Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's going to go backwards on that one and take him down back at the 6-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. We'll talk things over before third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
On 4th down, on comes the rookie, Will Reichard, to try this Viking. And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So they line up to go for 3. They try to trick them and get a touchdown instead. But the defense has the last laugh as they end up with the pick six.
That's a play, Mike, that I think all week in practice you feel great about. It looks great on scout team. You think you have the right moment dialed up. And then come game time, it fails spectacularly, and the defense is able to take it all the way back the other way for a pick six.
The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first-half lead into the locker room. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts to the air on first down. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And the Vikings are going to have it just past their 25.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of the ballgame, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
On first down, here's McCarthy. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, Hurts. Look at that pick. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Third down and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got it at about the 8. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did. After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. To throw is Hurt. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
A 3-yard loss brings up second and 13.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the
third quarter with the score.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. They run straight ahead with Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts third and 14.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups. He continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
They face second down and 7. They run it once more with Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Now they face third down and 7. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And here we go, 4th and inches. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Jones. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll run with Jones. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. 70 seconds left to go in this game.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Running is Jones. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
They'll go down to a knee.
Will Wonder on for the Vikings field goal. A 25-yard attempt. That's the score. Eagles 14.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore. And now he loses the football. The Vikings have got it. So a win here for the Vikings. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans, black slap. What do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, voice a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fate now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big drip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings.
Will Riker, the kickoff for the Vikings.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Tua to open with a throw. Oh, they come after him right away. Down he goes on the first play of the game. That's Jonathan Bernard busting in to record the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Caught on the right side by Waddle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
In motion, it's Waddle. Tua to throw again. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground now with Jones. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Third and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. A run. It's Jones. He'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Addison. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
This one caught at the 4.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and goal. They'll run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Cam Akers. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game. And
now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works, so instead of 1, they get 2. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's Kamu Grugier-Hill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
Now, that was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They'll put Addison in motion. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tua. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. They'll run here with Akers.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They'll run it here with Jones. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now, 3rd and goal coming up.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his...
This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. Will Riker down, on for the extra point. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be caught in the end zone. Of all the unlikely plays to see, it winds up being good for 2 points. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and As they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Vikings have got it. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. This one is caught by Addison. He's to the 15. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings will extend this third quarter lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 2 and out on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's Kamu Grugier-Hill.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in a she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures. Eyes on the price, it's my left shoulder.
Boy, it's a picture-perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To the air with McCarthy. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here's McCarthy.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Right take.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy. Second and 10.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy.
They'll roll him out right.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. McCarthy operating from the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. He rifles one, and that's going to... Well, he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Throwing is McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now McCarthy. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings! Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Prescott now.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Lamb will go in motion. So they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
McCarthy off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On play action, now McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing again, McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To the air with McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here now. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
They run here with Dowdle.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. Nope.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jake Ferguson
from 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
He's got a man complete. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 46 yards. And the Vikings have made it a 3-score game now here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They run again with Dowdle.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
47.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father made way for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Room for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag, and it's big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Yeah, yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I push through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My hair was way hotter, I feel like a starter. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Road is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach it all tied, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Super the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The lefty right to the air to start. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They're going to go. It's Tua. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. On second down, here's McCarthy. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And it'll be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes fourth down. They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Out of the gun, Tungo Bailoa. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a second down. It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. He'll work forward for a couple. Kamu Grugier-Hill there on the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tua. That one brought in by Berrios. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They snap it to Tua. He gets that complete to Berrios. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Here's 1st and 10. Tua gives it to Mostert. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got it at the 3. And a big collision there. Down near the goal line. Keeps him out of the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. In motion is Hill. Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Tua. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That pickup, good for 29 yards. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Up the middle, here's Jones. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A 1st down there on a gain of 12. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They look to run with Jones. What a move! He's in! Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. It's up and through. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. And in motion is Berrios. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Into the hands of Berrios. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. tight end Smith. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. Chewing that on first down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Taking this one downfield for Hockenson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the 3rd quarter begins. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Call it a gain of 13. It'll be a Vikings 1st down. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd. 1st and 10. Tua going to give it to Achane. Finding space at the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. They try and run for the 1st down with Jones.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Two minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second down, 8 for the first down. They'll run with Jones. He fumbled the football. And the defense has it.
Just a critical error here, Mike, at this stage in the game. You understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over, and these are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that will lead to a second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Here's 2 and out on second down. That's caught downfield by Waddle. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. From the gun, here's Tua. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's 1st down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Give him 18 yards on that one, and a 1st down. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. His throw left side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 17. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. They'll put Addison in motion. From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg. It's McCarthy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got room at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 35 yards. In motion, it's Waddle. Now a first down throw for Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A run out of the gun with Achane. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Second down, here's Tungo Vailoa. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jonnu Smith, touchdown, Dolphins. You had a feeling they might do this if they scored. The head coach says, let's end it here. They'll go for 2 and the win. A shotgun snap for Tua. That is caught. The risk pays off. They come back to win it by 1 here in overtime. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory.